The Korean War was a turning point in military history, where groundbreaking rifles, carbines, and automatic weapons transformed the battlefield and shaped the future of small arms. With the world's first widely fielded semi-automatic sniper rifle to one of the earliest mass-deployed submachine guns, these weapons revolutionized tactics and laid the foundation for future military weapons and squad-based warfare. This educational guide explores the iconic weapons that made Korea's battlefields a proving ground for modern-day combat. PPSH-41. PPSH submachine guns are Soviet-designed automatic weapons that Communist forces often employed as primary infantry rifles rather than traditional submachine gun roles. Chinese People's Volunteer Army assault troops and North Korean infantry carried these weapons when they needed maximum close-range firepower for urban warfare and defensive positions. The PPSH uses both 71-round drum magazines and 35-round stick magazines and operates on a simple blowback system, firing at 900 rounds per minute. This weapon fires the 7.62 2x25mm Tokarev cartridge that was originally designed for Soviet pistols but proved quite effective in high-capacity automatic weapons. The PPSH represented a radical departure from traditional military doctrine where most soldiers carried rifles and only specialists used automatic weapons. Instead, Communist forces often armed entire platoons with submachine guns, creating serious firepower density that could overwhelm enemy positions through sheer volume of fire. The Tokarev cartridge was actually advantageous in this role, allowing soldiers to carry massive amounts of ammunition while the weapon remained controllable during sustained automatic fire. Chinese forces used the PPSH extensively during night attacks and close-quarters combat, where the weapon's rapid fire could suppress entire American positions and allow infantry advances. Soviet factories produced over 6 million PPSH submachine guns, making it one of the most widely produced automatic weapons in history. The PPSH can be found in conflicts around the world even to this day. SKS rifles are semi-automatic carbines that revolutionized Communist infantry tactics during the Korean War. Chinese People's Volunteer Army soldiers and North Korean forces favored these rifles for reliable firepower in Korea's brutal mountain warfare. The SKS uses a 10-round fixed magazine loaded with stripper clips and operates on a short-stroke gas piston system for dependable cycling. This rifle fires the 7.62 2x39mm cartridge that represented a completely new approach to military ammunition design. Previous military thinking divided cartridges into two categories: powerful rifle rounds like the .30-06 that could reach 1,000 yards, and weak pistol cartridges effective only at close range. But Soviet designers wanted a carbine-style round to excel at intermediate ranges while weighing much less than rifle ammunition. This allowed Communist soldiers to carry twice as much ammunition while maintaining lethal effectiveness out to 400 yards, perfect for Korea's close-quarters mountain fighting. The 7.62x39 delivers over 1,500 foot-pounds of energy, enough to penetrate winter clothing and light cover while remaining controllable during rapid fire. This same cartridge later became the foundation for the legendary AK-47 assault rifle, making the SKS a crucial stepping stone in small arms evolution. Soviet and Chinese arsenals produced millions of these rifles during the conflict. Despite being outranged by American battle rifles, the SKS provided Communist forces with modern semi-automatic firepower that proved decisive in Korea's mountainous terrain. Mosen Nagant. Mosen Nagant rifles are bolt-action military rifles that formed the backbone of Communist infantry forces throughout the Korean conflict. North Korean People's Army soldiers, Chinese volunteers, and Soviet advisors depended on these powerful, reliable weapons that could function in Korea's brutal sub-zero temperatures. The Mosen Nagant uses a 5-round internal magazine loaded with stripper clips and operates on Sergei Mosen's robust bolt-action system with Leon Nagant's feed mechanism improvements. The 7.62x54R delivers over 2,800 foot-pounds of muzzle energy, making it one of the most powerful military cartridges ever adopted. Russian military engineers designed this serious round to penetrate thick winter clothing, wooden barriers, and even light armor plating, common in 19th century warfare. Experienced marksmen achieved effective fire rates of 10 to 15 aimed rounds per minute, while the rifle's inherent accuracy allowed skilled shooters to engage targets beyond 1,000 yards. Tula Arsenal, Izhevsk Arsenal, and Chinese factories manufactured over 37 million of these rifles between 1891 and 1965. Despite being manually operated, the Mosen Nagant's devastating power and legendary reliability provided Communist forces with lethal long-range capability that remained effective throughout Korea's harsh conditions. M1 Garand. M1 Garand rifles are semi-automatic battle rifles that became the backbone of American infantry during the Korean War, with specialized sniper variants providing revolutionary long-range precision. U.S. soldiers, Marines, and UN forces relied on these rifles when facing communist attacks in Korea's mountainous terrain, while snipers used scoped M1C and M1D versions for extended-range engagements. The M1 Garand uses an 8-round and block clip system that automatically ejects with a distinctive ping sound when empty. This rifle fires the powerful .30-06 Springfield cartridge that was originally developed as a hunting round for large North American game such as deer, moose, elk, and bear. Since this cartridge was designed to drop 1,000-pound animals, it proved devastatingly effective against enemy soldiers, even at long range. The .30-06 delivers over 2,700 foot-pounds of kinetic energy, allowing it to punch through wooden barriers, sandbags, quilted winter uniforms, and even thin metal plates that communist forces used for cover. The M1C and M1D variants added side-mounted telescopic sights, representing the world's first successful semi-automatic sniper rifles. Because communist snipers with bolt-action weapons had to manually cycle after each shot, the American semi-auto snipers could fire rapid follow-up shots while maintaining their sight picture, achieving confirmed kills at longer ranges. Springfield Armory and Winchester manufactured over 5 million of these rifles during World War II and Korea. Despite weighing over 9 pounds, the M1 Garand provided American forces with unmatched semi-automatic firepower and precision that gave them decisive advantages in sustained, long-range firefights. Springfield M1903. Springfield rifles are bolt-action precision weapons that served as sniper and designated marksman rifles for American forces during the Korean War. U.S. Marine snipers, Army-designated marksmen, and specialized reconnaissance units preferred these rifles for exceptional accuracy in Korea's mountainous terrain where long-range shots were critical. The Springfield uses a 5-round internal magazine and operates on Paul Mauser's robust bolt-action system, widely considered the strongest and most reliable manually operated mechanism ever created. This rifle fires the same .30-06 cartridge as the M1 Garand, but the bolt-action's manually controlled operation often produced superior accuracy at extreme ranges. During Korea, Marine snipers achieved remarkable success with scoped Springfield rifles, recording confirmed kills at extreme ranges during brutal mountain fighting. The rifle's Mauser-derived action incorporated lessons learned from both world wars, with improved metallurgy and manufacturing techniques that maintained precision even after heavy combat use. The .30-06's power remained devastating at long range, while the bolt action eliminated the slight mechanical variations that could affect semi-automatic rifles' precision. Springfield Armory and Remington manufactured over 1.3 million of these rifles during World War II, with many seeing continued service in Korea. Despite slower rates of fire than semi-automatic weapons, the Springfield's bolt-action accuracy made it unbeatable for precision sniper work where every shot had to count in Korea's unforgiving terrain. M1 Carbine. M1 carbine rifles are lightweight, semi-automatic weapons that bridge the gap between pistols and full-power rifles during the Korean conflict. U.S. support personnel, paratroopers, vehicle crews, radio operators, and South Korean forces adopted these carbines when they needed effective firepower without the weight penalty of battle rifles. The M1 carbine uses detachable 15-round magazines and operates on David Marshall Williams' innovative short-stroke gas pistol system that proved both reliable and easy to maintain. This carbine fires the .30 caliber carbine, essentially a high-powered pistol cartridge, much less powerful than rifle ammunition, but far more effective than handguns at combat ranges. The upgraded M2 variant added a select fire mode for full auto operation at 750 rounds per minute, transforming it into a devastating close-range weapon against human wave attacks. Support troops could handle the carbine's light recoil and rapid fire, while its reduced power power allowed for lightweight construction and high ammunition capacity. The .30 caliber carbine delivers nearly 1,000 foot-pounds of energy, effective against personnel out to 300 yards while remaining controllable during rapid fire. However, the cartridge's limited penetration against heavy winter clothing and quilted uniforms sometimes required multiple hits for stopping power. Winchester, IBM, General Motors, and other manufacturers produced over 6 million M1 carbines during World War II in Korea, with many converted to M2 variants during the conflict. Despite limited long-range effectiveness, the M1 and M2 carbines provided support troops with genuine defensive capability and proved invaluable for roles requiring lightweight, fast-handling weapons. Browning automatic rifles. BARs are light machine guns that provided U.S. infantry squads with mobile automatic firepower during the Korean War. American troops relied on the BAR when facing massed Chinese assaults in Korea's rugged mountains. The BAR uses 20-round detachable magazines and operates on a gas-operated system designed by John Browning. It fires the .30-06 Springfield cartridge, delivering over 2,700 foot-pounds of energy, perfect for penetrating heavy clothing and light cover. Since traditional machine guns were too heavy for mobile patrols, the BAR's 19-pound weight and 600 rounds per minute fire rate offered a balance of portability and firepower. Its semi and full auto modes allowed flexibility in combat. Springfield Armory and Winchester produced over 500,000 BARs from World War I through Korea. Despite its weight compared to rifles, the BAR gave U.S. squads sustained fire that proved critical in defensive stands, influencing modern machine guns. DP-28. DP-28 machine guns are light machine guns that provided communist infantry squads with sustained automatic firepower throughout the Korean War. Chinese People's Volunteer Army and North Korean forces utilized these weapons for support during major engagements and defensive operations against superior American firepower. This machine gun fires the 7.62x54R cartridge, the same powerful round used in Mosen Nagant rifles, providing excellent logistical advantages. The cartridge proved well-suited for squad-level machine gun work because it balanced devastating power with manageable weight. The round generates over 2,800 foot-pounds of energy at 2,755 feet per second from the weapon's 23-inch barrel, delivering penetration through light cover, vegetation, and winter uniforms. The gun weighs 20 pounds and fires at 500 to 600 rounds per minute, making it lighter than heavier belt-fed machine guns while providing firepower for up to medium range in mountainous terrain. The DP-28 operates via gas operation with a reliable, flapper-locked bolt mechanism functioning despite sub-zero temperatures, mud, and debris that could disable more complex firearms. Soviet factories produced approximately 800,000 DP-28 machine guns. Incredibly, the weapon's simple design made it relatively cheap and easy to manufacture, allowing rapid production during wartime mobilization. Despite shorter sustained fire capability due to its 47-round pan magazine, the DP-28 gave communist forces reliable squad-level automatic fire that proved effective in Korea's mountain warfare. DP-28 variants continue serving in some military forces worldwide, demonstrating the enduring value of its smart design. These weapons of the Korean War tell the story of a conflict caught between old and new military technology. From the semi-automatic superiority of American M1 Garands to the full-auto reliability of communist PPSHs, these weapons shaped 3 years of brutal mountain warfare. The war proved that firepower, reliability, and logistics mattered as much as having the new technology. Thanks for watching this deep dive into Korean War military rifles. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out our other videos for more military history content.